Hi there, Kimberly Flanagan of Kimberly's Quilts. I'm getting ready to make some freestanding lace bookmarks for my mother. And I'm going to be trying to show you today how I set this up in Embrilliance, remove the color stops, and how I do multiple in one hooping so that I can maximize the use of not only my wash away stabilizer, but the amount of time it takes to create these. These can be made either in a single needle or a multi-needle. I have both. So I probably am personally going to stitch these out on my multi-needle. I will make a follow-up video on how I actually stitch these out. But at first I thought I'd jump on here and show you what a great feature that Embrilliance has called Color Sort that will significantly cut down on the amount of time it will take to stitch these out, regardless of whether you're doing it on a single needle or a multi-needle. So I'm going to start by sharing my screen, and I'm going to share Embrilliance so that you can see what I'm doing. And let's see here. I'm going to make this bigger so that I'm going to move me up here out of the way. Okay, so let me start by pulling in the design. There's multiple companies out there that have freestanding lace. I have some from OESD and I have some from Juju. The one I'm making right now just happens to be the one from Designs by Juju, and it's Christmas bookmarks. And I'm going to do the 6-inch trees. They have solid and they also have multicolored. I'm doing the multicolored. So as you see, when you open this, if you look down here in the lower right-hand corner, it tells me that there's four threads and 10 color changes. And you can see that right through here through all of this. The first thing I do is I'm going to scroll out a little bit because I want to be able to see my entire hoop. I'm going to take this and I am going to turn it 90 degrees, and I'm going to move it up in my hoop because I want to get as many of these as I can reasonably. Now, when I do freestanding lace, I do tend to leave a little bit more space between the items, but that's just my own personal preference. So I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to move my second one down. If you notice over here in my objects panel, I now have the stitching for both of them. And you can see down here that I still have 4 colors and 10 needle changes or 10 thread changes. So I'm going to paste it again, and I'm going to bring a third one down. I might get 5 in this one. Let's see here. So I've got 5 of them comfortably in my hoop. And if you see here, I can now go to my stitch simulator, which is this button right here. And if you look at it, you will see that I have a whole mess of color changes and or color stops. And that would take me a long time to actually have to stitch out. So Embrilliance actually has a very cool feature in it called Color Sort, where it will combine all of these colors and have them stitched. So for instance, if let me just play this so that you can see what happens here. I'm going to start, and it's going to stitch the green, and then it's going to do all the various colors, and then it's going to start the next one. Okay. If I go in here and I use this utility and I do color sort, I want you to watch what happens. It's starting to convert everything. Now I have the option over here to click on New View, Save It, or Cancel. I actually 99% of the time, I say New View. I'm really funny about, I do not like to ever do save when I'm modifying something only because I'm going to accidentally possibly overwrite the original design. And I don't want to do that. I want to save those in case I want to need it for something else. So now here I have an untitled design, but watch what happens when I do my stitch simulator now. I now have all of my green will stitch out, then all of my yellow, and then all of my dark green, and then all of my red. Wait a minute, we've got green again. What happened here? Color Sort is smart enough to be able to identify the various layers and when it can combine colors and when it can't. So for that reason, this green had to stitch out before this red did. And then there was some green that was layered on top of it. That's okay, excuse me, because look at the number of decreases in color stops that we've done. That's okay. That's a whole lot more efficient than just, the, I don't know, 50 or so color stops we had before. So now I can see here that I still have 4, but I only have 11 color stops. If I go back over here and I look at this one, I had 4, but I had 50 color stops. So that's a huge difference in the time and efficiency of this. So now that I have this the way I want it, I can say File, and I can Save As, and then I can come in here and I have all of my stuff broken down by who I bought it from. So I'm going to go into Juju and I'm going to go into my freestanding lace, and I'm going to call this, let me go into my bookmarks. Now I can go in here and say, I can spell it right, multi-Christmas tree color stopped 6-inch. Now I can send this design. I can either send it wirelessly to my baby lock, or I can put it on a USB, however I want to transfer it over. And I have this design already taken care of. That is so much more efficient than having it just the other this way. And the time I'm going to spend, and not just the time, but the frustration of having to sit here and change all of these threads. Such a quick and easy tool, and so valuable when you're doing not just freestanding lace, but a lot of different designs in any of your embroidery projects. If you're wondering, can you do them more efficiently? Pull them into Embrilliance and just run 2 things that I almost always run are the density repair kit and the color stops. Density repair kit I do not ever use on freestanding lace because there's so much importance of a lot of those underlying stitches when you use freestanding lace. I do have a different separate video on density repair kit if you're curious about that and what it does. But just about every design that I stitch out, regardless of who the digitizer is, where I purchased it from, I almost always pull them into Embrilliance, run the density repair kit, and then work on the eliminating the color stops, and then off to my machine I go. Literally less than 5 minutes and I'm still at my machine. And I don't have to know anything about digitizing to how to create these designs. I hope that helped explain color stops and how incredibly easy that is to use. And maybe you can consider using it on your next project. If you're finding my videos helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel so that you can be notified when I create new content. I'm trying to add content regularly. And if you have any ideas for topics that you would like for me to cover, please just message me, email me, get in touch with me. A lot of the content that I create is based on my students asking, how do I do this? Or what would happen if I did that? And I think, let me get on here and share that information with everybody. Thank you.